What's going, everybody? It's Pinot Rich, round 9 of season 38. We are facing XK9. They're number 3 in the world. I didn't have a heavy war this round. I will tell you, I'm not even happy about this round from a personal reason, just on how I play. And we'll get into that a little later, but pretty much the round's over. And I'm still recovering from anyways, as you can see, just kind of showing like where we're at. We're number 3 in bracket 1. So I think I said 5 last round in my video. It should have been 6. And then XK9, they're playing really strong. They're really, really good. And I would say the odds are not in our favor, but you never know what can happen if you play clean. At the end of the day, too, you're trying to secure attack bonuses. You got to secure those ABs in order to give yourself that chance for that top 10. And that's really what my goal is this season is, just finishing the top 10. Podium finish, that's reaching probably for my goals. But, top 10, that's you're still one of the best in the world at 10. I mean, 20 for sure if you're masters. I mean, it's hard nowadays, but we're gonna get into these fights. I'm taking I think a filler fight with Mr. Negative. I'm gonna be using Nick Fury. I did boost as usual. Really nothing too fancy other than parry, medium, light. I think I avoided the heavy when I dueled. I didn't like that transfer right off the bat, but pretty much just parry, medium, light. I think there's a couple of times where I was like, yeah, I'll do the light, but sometimes when you hit the button, it just throws the medium anyway. I really wasn't worried about anything too much, but just play it safe. I mean, if it did get out of hand, technically I got 2 lives, but I was ready for this war, and so I was like, yeah, let's get it. You'll see I'll just kind of nuke him down. It's really not, I mean, this is a rank 4 Mr. Negative as well, but on path 8, really not too much to worry about. Yeah, L2 is going to finish him off. We're going to move along. 1 down, and we'll keep on going. I believe I had, not him. Should be Magneto on one eye open. So I took this fight before. Maybe like 3 times in the last 2 seasons. Well, this season and last. I mean, I'm not the greatest thing player. I talked to a buddy of mine who watched the video last time, and, he's like, hey, man, next time, you get in a corner, throw the light, it'll trigger the unstoppable or whatever, and then you'll get your opening to, do the damage. I dueled, it did it a couple of times. I'm probably not doing a good job talking about it, because like I said, I'm pretty pissed right now about just the way I played. One of them's my fault, and the other one is just, I don't know, man, it's the game. But anyway, there you can see it. Shout out to old RJ giving me a hint. I saw it, but I just wasn't comfortable for some reason. This fight, I can do it. I'm not uncomfortable to the point where I can't solo. But what I will say is it's I do play this a lot more cautious, where I've seen others play this more aggressive. Man, I'm smoking a cigarette. Man, I'm pretty ticked off. Anyway, back to this fight. You'll see. I'm gonna chip him down, and like I did, I think it might have been last round, or it might have been 2 rounds ago. I don't know. I'll get him down, and there's really not much to talk about on this one. Just slow play. All right, so next up is Kitty Pride. She's rank 4. Now, this was a first time using thing against a kitty. I know why, because of the hazard shift, shock and bleed. He's perfect. Now, the only thing I was nervous about, and it'll show, and I dueled and dueled and dueled my kitty. That kind of sounded funny, but just to get used to my openings, because I've got to hit. She's got that nerves of steel. I got to hit in the block to remove the armor to do the damage. You got to be careful with the SP2 if you push her into SP2, because it can go unblockable. She's got 10 prowess, so I got to worry about prowess. I don't have Nimrod. I don't have Omega Sentinel. So using thing was something. Even though I got protection and I SIG 200 them, Kitty has given me some issues in the past where I play her aggressive, or I underplayed too passive. And you'll see, if you're watching this, I mean, maybe there's a better way to play thing in this fight, but I played from those lessons learned and try to apply what I know. I'm looking through her kit, and I was trying to just make sure I took a few extra steps to, just, what you know how to use kitty, how to use thing. Just make sure that you're aware of a few things so that way you don't get caught up. And at this point, I did use an invulnerability boost because I wanted to be extra safe. Now, in this case, I don't have to worry about one-eyed open. All right, but what I do have to pay attention to is a different threat, and it's the prowess, just to kind of make sure, you don't, you kind of keep those in check, and I can't remove them. So I've got to depend on other ways. I know he's tanky, so I don't mind helping me get to these rock stacks, but I'm going to kind of slow play this, basically. You see, I let her hit me with the heavy, and then I was looking to counter, and I'm getting some spacing back, and I'm trying to hit into that block. Again, what you duel and what you play, sometimes it just does not mirror up as well. So again, if I can get her to stay at the SP1, that was much easier, just to dash back and then take the block damage, and then just kind of find my openings, kind of like there, boom. 1 armor, maybe 2. I'm not really stressing too much, because I am building these Furies. I'm just doing it a little different than normal. Now, about this point in the fight, I feel safe. I feel safe because kind of what I planned in my head was working. Big SP2 coming. And it's crazy, man. This is a rank 4, man. It's like, I think my last 3 rounds, all I've ever fought with rank 4s. Cyber Week obviously made that more attainable for a lot of these alliances, to just have some stacked defenses, and you just got to deal with it. And you can see definitely these fights on Path 9, I tend to stay away from brawler mode and finesse it, kind of ballet it. Now, here's where this video is going to go to shit. All right, I have taken Noel. Y'all have seen it. I've done a write-up. I ranked 4 this weekend. I'm boosting up with the invulnerability boost, the big mystic boost, the attack. I put a 30% on. I mean, all of that to the recipe to solo this fight. Now, I warned in one of my videos after taking this guy, I don't know, I think majority of the season was this. Everything's got to go right in this fight. If the RNG, if Null gets too aggressive and never really allows you to back up in tier 1 wars, as far as to get the resistance up to, basically counter that unblockable, you're fucked. I watched a video from a buddy of mine in Kingpin, and what happened to him, I never had happen. Never have I had this happen. Watch this. He is relentless on me. I throw the SP1 just to get this guy off of me, give me some space. I went in for the, not necessarily intercept, I went in to hit the block to push him back. Too far, lesson learned. I'll never do that shit again. That's exactly how I felt. I have invulnerability boost on. It's time to wipe the sorrows. I got the best counter. Yeah, it's basically round 2. That's 1 AB loss by me. So I'm pretty irritated. I got to try to keep composure, heal up, go back in. Watch this. I barely got that resistance up again. And if he would have clipped me, I'd have been in the same boat. And you saw me, I backed up. I made sure I got 3 resistance ups to give me some breathing room. So I'm thinking, hey, I've done this fight. Y'all have seen the videos. I can't make this shit up. Everything's going how it should go. I did the first combo, ended it with light, medium, light, in order to get the neutralize on. And then switch to medium. Make sure before I throw the any SPs, make sure I did a spell, because of that stupid bug. Now, you see him go unblockable. Unstoppable. And he clips me, and I was like, yo, that's never happened before. And it threw me off. I needed to get space. I was like, okay, I've never had to throw an SP3 against Nolan, any of the fights all season, but I just threw the first one. Got my cherry popped. I'm like, okay, get back into the rhythm. And you're going to see this. Everything seems normal. I've seen the unstoppable happen one other time in a past fight, but it was way later in the fight. I'm looking too, like, okay, my neutralize fell off, but there's one thing I'm overlooking, which a buddy in HC Kingpin said. It's like it's got the ability accuracy reduction that is prolonged through the fight. And so yeah, exactly. I got 5 fingers to the face, Rick James slap. And so what's happening is that means your neutralize may not counter it, right? So that's why that unstoppable happened with corruption. I'm pretty ticked off at this point. I should have got him down and tried to. Never has this happened before. And I'm irritated, man. Now I'm like, okay, you really made some bad mistakes. And at this point, I already had to buy invulnerability boost to try to salvage this last bonus. My emotions are high. I'm at work. A lot of first-time cherry pop things happen in this fight, and it's really got me going back to the drawing board as far as what I can contribute using Wiccan for this fight. Maybe Strife's the way to go, and find a ninja. I have him, but he's not awakened, and I'm definitely nowhere near a master's degree with playing with him. I'm going to get him down. But you better believe high disappointment, frustration, pissed off, wanted to throw my phone. I was that guy on this boss mode. Now, the war round was already lost before I took this fight. In fact, I was the last one. And like my boy Major Payne said, Daniel Wayne's, you got to take your licks. You can't win them all. But you want sympathy, look in a dictionary between shit and syphilis. It is what it is. We lost. Better luck next round. Deuces.